Yo, ha Magnificent.
What is good, YouTube? Your boy Magnificent back with another video, man. Today, the Yeezy 350 Dazzling Blue. I mean, it went on sale as early as 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern, and it just sold out so quick. Dick's Sporting Goods, JD Sports, and I think, can't remember the third one. They all started off with their releases. And from what I saw on Twitter, people's live streams, so many people had the different cues in Dick's Sporting Goods, but you could have got to the final stage, which I think is headed to checkout. And when it's headed to checkout, the problem is you would stay in that queue for 5-10 minutes. And by the time you actually got to check out, the shoe was gone. Only one or two things that I could think of happened. Either it just sold out by the time it was time for you to check out, or you just got carjacked, right? So it's crazy because I've heard people just throw out numbers of possible pairs available for the Dazzling Blue Yeezy 350s. Here's a problem. It could be 60,000. It could be 70,000 pairs. The real question is, when it comes to the store, whoever the business is, how many pairs are they actually releasing the day of? What I notice from a business perspective is that they'll release a certain amount of pairs during release day, and then they'll hold certain pairs, and all of a sudden you see these Adidas accounts and stuff like that, and people saying they got exclusive access to cop. Look, that's a good marketing strategy, but man, those things sold out fast, and unfortunately, look, I already knew the L was coming, but that is not my MO for this year. It's shoes that people aren't looking at, the ones that I'm looking at, and I'm going to explain why I'm getting certain shoes that I'm getting. That Yeezy is nice, don't get me wrong. I like that Yeezy, but that's not the Yeezy that I really, really want this year. So I'm crossing my fingers for this. Based off the StockX prices, I can tell that the hype's not there, so I know I am fine. But comment below, man. Let me know what your experience was like today for the Yeezy 350 Dazzling Blues, because there was some frustration there. I could definitely see the frustration on Twitter. I could see the frustration on people's live stream, how these releases are executed. And then we all heard about the Nike news and their relationship with Foot Locker in terms of what's going to be available, what's not going to be available. I think it's more so for hype shoes. So I feel like Nike wants more control of that type of environment. How does that affect people who resell, backdoor, yada, yada, yada? It's going to be, look, this year is going to be interesting, and it's only, March? And you can see the constant changes. And this is what I was telling people. Don't rely solely on the sneaker game for a full amount of income, unless you're like a legit business. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you got to think about what's going on. Inflation on shoes, increase in taxes, and increase in shipping. So each of those three categories are taken away from what you would normally profit in a shoe. And that's the tough truth. But I mean, I'm looking at the sequence and I'm like, man, you really are making less and less and less by trying to cop to flip. Especially if you're using StockX, eBay, and all that stuff, because then they're taking their cut by giving you fees and then taxing you when you hit a threshold. So you're getting taxed twice for one product. You may not think of it like, oh, well, it's just taxes. No, that stuff starts adding up. So hopefully people just catch on to the little, the nuances to this, because it's an increase in everything. And every time the shipping cost increases, every time taxes increases, every time the item itself increases, that's more money taken away from you. Look, your time is your time, your money is your money. But your boy Magnificent, man, I am out. Me personally, like I said, I took L's on the Dazzling Blue, but I expected that because this is a colorway that you don't see blue on for most Yeezys. So I expected this thing to fly. But I do expect a restock this year. Definitely this year. You're going to see exclusive access for certain people on Adidas accounts for pairs that weren't released the day of. I doubt people return them unless somehow the stock market for the Yeezy 350 Dazzling Blues drop and people aren't making as much money, so they decided to return them. That can also happen as well. But keep an eye out, because you never know. In the shoe game, I'm telling people, be patient. You don't have to just rush and get the shoe just because it's day one and everybody's like, oh, I gotta get it now, I gotta get it now. Relax. If you're patient, trust me, eventually at some point, you'll get the shoes you really wanted. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Magnificent, I am out. It is Saturday. You guys, stay blessed.